So we've just not long finished our muster, got rid of 2,000 head off the place. We just took on another 18 decks of cattle, about 500 head. Young heifers, all in pretty poor condition, coming from a place with, I think, not much grass. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes, you know. And we've had a few good seasons. We got grass and it's starting to rain again, so we've just taken on another 500 and we're going to try and whip them into shape while they're here.
Good girls. So look at that, all these girls are bloody hungry, eh? Head straight down, eating what they can just in the yard. So unfortunately we got one more to shoot. So a lot of these mob are pretty hungry, pretty weak, pretty poor. Hopefully we can whip them into shape. This one come off the truck alright, but she's buggered, she's not getting up. I have to shoot her unfortunately, but I'll leave her in here tonight. I don't want to drive around in here with the car because all these mob are pretty fresh. They've just come off the truck, like fresh off the truck. They're all young heifers. Don't really want to be driving around in here rushing them to a corner of the yard and it could all turn to shit, you know. So anyway, so she'll be there tonight, like she'll be right, and then I'll just come in the morning and drag her out when it's nice and cool and these mob have settled a little bit overnight and had a camp and had a drink and whatnot. And then tomorrow I can let these go out into this paddock over here and they'll stay there for a few days and get used to home. Right, so it's the following morning. Just pulling up here slowly. All the little heifers are in there. Good to see they didn't break out last night. I was actually filming yesterday in portrait mode or whatever you want to call it, just for social media shit. And then I haven't put a YouTube video out for so long, as you would all know, and I thought, why the fuck aren't I filming for YouTube? So this morning I thought, oh, I'll carry on for YouTube and film that way. So yeah, I just couldn't be bothered, for a bit there. So it's been a couple of months since I've put one out, but anyway. So what I did yesterday, I set this trap here. So this is the in trap that goes into the yard. So the plan was to have whatever cattle already live here trap into here. So they come in when they're coming for a drink. They walk straight in here, get stuck in here with the new lot. That way the new lot mingle with the original lot that's been here. And then I'll open up the Holden paddock and let them all into there. So this is the Holden paddock. Now we mustered not that long ago, month or a bit more than a month ago. This was fully chewed out. We've had a bit of rain, so she's coming back green, which is nice. So the plan is, it's lucky, if we didn't have this rain, we wouldn't have grass in here. Now what we want to do is, I left these guys in here, these girls, in here overnight, so roughly 12 hours, just to let them settle and get a nice drink. And as you can see, compared to yesterday, they're a lot more settled. But they'll be bloody hungry, so what I'm going to do now is open up this gate and then they'll have access to this Holden paddock. I'm going to leave them in here so they can eat in here, chill out, come in here, get a drink when they need it. Gonna leave them in here and not let them out onto the station for as long as possible. That way they know that this is home. They get used to it. The idea of the original cattle, these guys over here, trapping and mixing with this lot, so that the new lot are mixing with some of the old cattle, so they all get together and sort of, you know, you want the new lot to hang around with the old lot. And if you were to just let these guys out right now, I mean, they're hungry, so they'd put their heads down and chew, but they don't really know this is home. They'd just piss off. So, and especially in the first, you know, we got rain coming, I think, this week. So if you were to do that, they'd go. So we'll open this up. It doesn't look like too many of the OG cattle have trapped, actually. I thought that might be the case, but that's all right. We'll leave the trap set. We'll let this new lot into the bloody Holden paddock, and then yeah, the old lot today, they'll want to drink tonight. They will trap in here and mix with the new lot, so that's good. Oh, you girls are bloody hungry, aren't you? Some of you don't look too good, but we'll get some condition on you. So once they figure out that that gate's open, they should be very keen to head out there because they're bloody hungry. And so that's good. They'll head in there head into the holding paddock and just be head down chewing. That's what we want. We don't want them looking to try and go anywhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna let them mosey in there, and I've opened it up right now because I need to get into this yard and drag that dead cow out that I shot. I don't want to do that while they're in there, you know. We just want them to be nice and calm. I'll show you. It always takes just one. So she sees that the gate's open. She's heading out. She's going to lead the rest out. Look at that. They will follow her. And they'll all follow suit. Once they figure out, look at that, head down before they've even gotten out the gate, eating. They're bloody hungry. Come on, darling. We'll get you over there with your mates, eh? Yep, go that way. That's it. Go that way. What I actually might do is shut this gate over here, and that way we're all good. Just go very steady with them. I tell you what, compared to yesterday, they are just so much more calm. Just let them, you know, rest in the yard overnight. Huge difference. Rightio, so we'll drag her over with the other one from yesterday and we can burn them then. Right, so we'll take this chain off and we'll burn them both then, get rid of them. Barbecue time, eh? Oh, it's fucking warm. Unfortunate, but just, you know, that's the way it goes. Lucky last and exactly what we need. So we're just heading out west. So 6 decks of cattle last night dropped off at that yard, and we got another 12 decks coming probably tomorrow. So 6 at that yard, 6 at another yard, and then 6 at the dam. So I just need to set those yards up and set a couple of traps up so we can trap the existing cattle in there with the new lot, just like we're trying to do at this previous yard here. So we'll head out there now. Right, so here we are. So basically I've got the yard shut up. There's another entry point over there, I've shut it. So yeah, the cattle are gonna rock up, get offloaded down the ramp obviously, and then the same thing, they'll be in here for 12 hours or overnight. And then the existing cattle that are here can come through here and through this gateway, and I'm gonna set this trap, put some more bayonets over this side, probably hammer a picket in here so it can't move. Otherwise there's a risk of cattle hitting it from this side and pushing this in and then sort of closing up the trap. So I'll just stick a picket in here Anyway, yeah, so the existing cattle will come through, same principle, mingle with the new cattle, and then I'll let them all out into that holding paddock until they've flogged all the grass out. So basically as long as possible. Mix together, and the new mob will know that this is home, and they'll also be mixing with the old cattle so they can show them the ropes. Why are you being so dramatic, mate? Hey? Listen to this bloke. You sound like a fucking dinosaur. Imagine if it was pitch black and you didn't know what the fuck that was. Right, so now we'll stick a couple of cob and coes around this picket so we can secure it to this panel here. Always the best way if you're going to do it with wire. So I've got some more spears or bayonets on the back of the ute, so I'll go grab the right ones for this side. I won't set the trap yet, I'm just going to leave it like that with one side of the bayonets in, and then the cattle can walk in and they can walk out past it again. Sometimes it's good doing it like this and leaving it like this for a while, especially if you're going to muster and trap cattle. Some of them are a bit funny, they don't want to walk through shit like this, they're a bit sus of it. So usually I'll put the frame in if we're going to trap and leave all the bayonets out of it so they just get used to walking in and out of the frame, and then put like one side in and then they get used to that, and then you put the other side in when you want to trap, and then most of the cattle by then are used to it and they'll walk straight in. Some won't, some don't want to bar of it, but that's alright. So we'll just leave one side in for now. It's not like we're trapping to muster, it's just to bring the original cattle in here to mix with the new ones. But yeah, obviously, you know, I'll leave that side out for now because the rest of the yard's closed. I'm not trying to trap them in here yet. We just want them to walk in and out. So this morning we're just meeting with the truckie just over here, as you can see. We're going to take another 6 decks out west. Another truckie came last night and took 6 decks out west as well. Should have actually pulled up on that other side. So that little calf just happened to come across her. I don't know what was wrong with her arse end, but looked like maybe dingoes had been into her and she had an intestine or something hanging out of her guts. So I just look at all these dingoes here. These little ones. The other day I rocked up here and there was 7 of them. A little tribe living here. Anyway, poor calf. Lucky we come across her and were able to put her out of her misery, you know. Anyway, I'll unload these 6 decks and get this yard, get this trap set so these cattle can move in and hang out with the new cattle.
got some coming back.
Some real little ones in this lot. Look at this bloke running back and forth like a madman. Beautiful.
They don't care, these dogs, do they?
So that's mission accomplished. We just left that yard, and so another truckie come through last night and dropped off 6 decks at this other yard by himself. So we're just going to go there now and make sure everything's right. And they've been in there overnight for roughly 12 hours, so I can open up the holding paddock now and let them go and have a feed. So as you can see, there's a wrong and right way for these. This is no good, it's too narrow. These aren't the right ones for this side. It's just what I had, so I chucked them in yesterday, but we'll fix it up. It's too narrow like this, the cattle won't walk through it, they won't use it. Right, that's good. So you see the difference? So that's good. Now the outside cattle can walk in. So yeah, this is all the fresh mob from last night, fresh off the truck. So we'll make our way through here. Nice and steady. Oh yeah, a couple of bulls. A couple of bulls in the mix. So they've had roughly probably 12 hours in the yard overnight, had a drink, fucking had a rest, settled down. So we'll open up this holding paddock here, and then they can go in there, and pretty much want to leave all these cattle in their holding paddocks for as long as possible. Let them chew that out and let them, you know, get used to this place, and then they know that this is home and they'll stick around once we let them out onto the station. He's already king. You know, they old cows, I know where we're going. She's like, I want that fucking fresh green grass. So we used all these holding paddocks when, well, most of them when we mustered a little over a month ago, but we're lucky we've had rain since then, so they've rejuvenated pretty well, so we've got grass back in them. This one's a good size too, it's pretty big. Easy, lady. Slow them down a bit. So we're not actually trying to, you know, rush them out there. We just want to open that and let them walk at their own leisurely pace. We're not trying to rush anybody, or just kind of want them to find that themselves and be calm. So them running out like that, wasn't trying to do that. So I just tried to pull them up a bit, but you know, like that old cow knew I was opening that up. They just want to go and get feed. They're hungry. And as you can see, zoom in over there, they're all just head down straight away onto the grass. There, look, one old girl went in. Hopefully the others follow. That's what we want. Having a crack, boys. Oh, that's a fucking scrub bull and a stud bull having a crack. Who's gonna win? True, eh? Right, so we're back. This is where we were this morning, unloading these cattle. So I've left them in here all day to, you know, chill out. So we'll just getting ready to open up the yard for them so they can come into this holding paddock, stay here for a while. So I'm just closing up this trap. Cattle seem to get in here a bit, and I just put this trap in so they can, you know, every now and then a few get in there. So I just have this trap here so we can trap out of here. They can come out and grab a drink and whatever. Shut this up, obviously, so these new cattle can't get out. And then that's about it, really. We've got a big dam over here. It's actually dry at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame, but you get that. Well, that's bloody good. Now these mob can go out there and fucking eat some grass. So I noticed at the yards here, this is the last place we dropped off cattle. There was a big bull outside that I know is supposed to be in here. I know he's fresh. Now look at this corner. I don't even know what I'm going to fucking do here. So we don't want all these cattle getting out just yet. So I guess I don't know what to do. I might just hook a chain up to it, reverse back, try and stand it up and just fucking see what happens with it. Bloody heavy. Come under here, these ARB recovery points are handy, eh? So this is, I was meaning to fit these for fucking ever. I ended up getting them fitted for that Simpson Desert trip that never happened, but they get used all the bloody time. Dealing with old today. Right, well we got the fucker up. We're gonna go around here. So obviously we're gonna work from this side now. We're not gonna fucking touch that side because if it falls over, you know, we're fucked. We don't wanna get squished. So as you can see, we've got a hooked up motor car. I just pulled it back at you know, in line with the fence to strain the fence. So I'll cob and co this picket here and then that'll stay there then. And then hopefully we can run these wires to it and it just, you know, it'll be good enough for now. This was actually pulled out of the ground for years. It was laying flat. But the wires were strained and it was all sitting there pretty happy, but this was like that. But something must have happened, I don't know. Right, let's see if we can pull this fucking thing back. Over that picket, you fucking dog. So, it can be done, but fuck me, it's hard work. And it's going to try and stand it up and then tie a wire down to this picket to pull it like that. But I've had enough, so I'm just going to run these wires to this picket, which might work. It's only one picket, so I'm not going to be able to strain it real tight, but I wonder if I should. And then I'll have to come back here one day and fix it properly. I was thinking about going up to the yard to grab some panels just to panel this off, but I don't know, we'll just try this. See how we go, eh? So I'll chuck this top one on. Obviously it's pulling that way. And then I'll do this top one just to try and pull it evenly, you know. I've just run two wires here. That's going to do for now. I'll come back soon and fix it properly. It'll do the job. Come across 3 little baby camels, but sitting at it kind of ran off. They're sitting under a tree over there, but I don't really have a clear shot, so I'm not going to try. That's that log I parked up on yesterday. Wet as a bastard today. Trying to pick my way through here because the road's fucking heaps wet. Usually it's not too bad out here, just real slippery, but shouldn't sink. You. Fucking look at this. How good is this shit? The rest of them took off that way. So, of course I didn't bring me fucking knives. Could have got some good meat. Perfect day for it too, because it's been bloody hot and today it's beautiful, nice and cool. So, perfect opportunity to get meat, but anyway. This is a big camel, eh? That is one fucking big camel.
Leave this shit. Look at that. That's a scorpion. Look at that fucking thing. Check that out. I have seen them around, tiny little black ones, a quarter the size of that. And I've never ever seen them here. I've never seen a fucking scorpion here before. That's crazy shit. Look at that thing. What the fuck am I supposed to do with it? Cook him up, eat him for dessert, after my curry.